Let's get some prize picks in today, guys. Last night's picks were a bit of a stinker here, 1-4. And I'll always be transparent about this, whether I'm going 6-0 or 0-6. I'll always show the recap in the next day's video. So Denny went over his points, but Poole also went over his points. And obviously for this Kelly Oubre play, we got screwed because Tyrese Maxey was out. That's going to greatly increase Kelly Oubre's usage. So it's him and Tobias Harris kind of carrying the team. And then I was going for the reversal here on Sengun and Dylan Brooks, but it didn't happen. Brooks still went over this time, and Sengun went under, only got 7 points. He really didn't play that much, so that was unfortunate on that. But that's kind of bound to happen when I'm taking these slips. I mean, I want these guys to hit in opposite directions. So if I'm taking more on one guy, I want the other guy to go less. In this case, it was the inverse, but imagine if I took Sengun on the under points and then Brooks on the over points. Obviously, they both cash. So I'm not looking for one independent cash. I'm looking for two to cash at the exact same time. Kind of what happened with Denny and Poole here. I wasn't expecting these guys to hit in the same direction, but you can see they both went over. Now here's kind of an example of how it works when it does go well. You can see I took Ingram on the under points with CJ McCollum on the under assists. Kind of thinking, if they're both going under, maybe they're getting less minutes. Maybe CJ McCollum is assisting less, scoring more. Could be all kinds of factors that kind of point towards them going under together. And this was actually a 2x slip, almost 10x, but I had Nick Richards on the under rebounds first quarter. Did not hit. And I also have some other slips in play that also went well last night. See something like this here, a mix of NHL and soccer. I need these two guys left here, and this is going to cash for 25x. I'll let you guys know in tomorrow's video how that goes. And then another slip right down here. Need just this guy right here, Emerson, and that's going to be a 10x. That is playing tomorrow morning. So you can see when things do go right, I had Miles Bridges under 4.5 assists, Brandon Miller under 25.5 points, and a cash. This was a blowout game. They were down like 40 points. They're going to get less minutes, and they're going to go under together. My concept, if I would have took overs here together, I would have went 0-2. So I'm kind of thinking of my slips as 3-mans rather than 6-mans because I'm taking two props that are very associated with each other. Then a similar situation here, kind of got screwed on MPJ here. If he was in, Aaron Gordon definitely wouldn't have went over. This 13.5 points kind of just hooked that. And this would have been another potential nice 6-man here. But I'll take the 2x if this guy does come in here. I also want to show you guys the importance of being on both apps. If I'm having good picks on Prizepicks, maybe they're just not in the correct slips together, meaning like even if people are cashing, they might not be 6 for 6. So that's why I play on Underdog where I'm playing a lot of 3-mans, some 5-mans here, and you can see this was almost a 20x, 100 into 2k here. Just needed Scotty Barnes to stay under that rebound prop, and I did pretty good here. So 4-1 there, 1-1 there. I took the exact same thing, Kelly Oubre and Tyrese Maxey. A cash here, 100 into 600, and then another 2-1 here. 100 to 600 here, and another 2-1. So basically up about $500 on these plays from last night, and could have been a lot more if Scotty Barnes cashed here, or if just even one more of these, unlucky on a couple of these hooks here. Trae Young, 6 points instead of 5.5. And then I also cashed this League of Legends this morning, but that's going to be for tonight's profits. So last night I made 500. I just show you, even if you're having a bad night on Prizepicks, you still have Underdog to kind of recover you. And honestly, it wasn't even a bad night. I have this good slips that were from last night kind of loading in on Saturday. Kind of a mix of Friday and Saturday slips, so nothing really cashed and nothing really missed last night yet. We're going to have to see what happens for the rest of the day today. If you're not on Underdog already and you guys do want to tail my slips, you could do it for completely free. Just sign up on Underdog using my referral link called OddsJuice. It's in the description. Just type in OddsJuice when you're signing up. And then DM me on Discord. You're going to see here. Just add a friend. Type in OddsJuice. That is my name. Add me. Say I used your code. Send me a screenshot. And I'll get you in the VIP Plus Discord. And you're not only going to get Underdog picks, you're going to get Prizepicks too. So pretty good value there. So get on the board for today. I'm going to be doing things a bit differently. I'm not going to be going into big analysis on why I'm taking these picks or even using props.cash at all. I'm going to be using odds to show you guys some positive expected value plays, as well as just one slip I have in general already locked in. So a full slip that you could tail, and then some potential other picks that you could take if some things get bumped. So this is going to be the first slip I'm going for, and always go with the same concept here. Paul George over points and Kawhi on the under points. This has pretty much been reversed for the past few games here. Paul George hasn't been scoring much, but whenever Kawhi goes over, Paul George is definitely staying under. And then same thing in the inverse. When Paul George is having a good game, Kawhi Leonard is most likely to stay under that 25.5 points, or just whatever his points prop is for that given day. So I'm taking Paul George to hit his total tonight, and Kawhi Leonard to stay under. Like I said, if one goes over, the other one is less likely to also go over. Then I'm moving over to the Phoenix game here. I'm grabbing Nurkic on the under 12.5 points. A lot of Nurkic, almost all of Nurkic's points are going to be assisted, and Devin Booker and Durant are pretty much going to be the main assisters. So I'm going to take Devin Booker on his under 5.5 assists, as well as Nurkic on his under 12.5 points. And then lastly, similar concept here, I'm going with Sengun. Pretty sure Van Vliet will be out again. I read that he's going to miss at least 4 games. So I'm grabbing Dylan Brooks on the over points. He cashed just last night. And I'm going with Sengun on the over 5 assists. Sengun just didn't play much last night, so hopefully he finds some form tonight and gets those assists, specifically to Dylan Brooks. That is going to be the first full slip. Some replacement picks if you guys don't like some of those, or if you just want to create a whole new slip. A couple good picks here, but before I get into them, before you guys take these and lock these in on Prizepicks, make sure you're getting the exact same line. You don't want to take bumps picks. If this is at 29.5 by the time you're watching it, don't take it. You lose the value. So right now at under 30.5 PRA on Jalen Johnson, there's a 58% likeliness, according to the books, according to some models here, that he's going to stay under that 30.5 PRA. Notice 58%. Not 100%, 58%. So don't be mad if this hits. Don't go putting all your money on Jalen Johnson to stay under PRA. That is a very strong pick for you guys to throw into your entry. Then there's also Sohan on his under 6.5. Very nicely juiced here, 56.71%. And then the next two best are Ben Simmons on the over PRA, over 17.5 there at a 56% hit rate, as well as Banchero on the under 23.5 points. Now the rest are kind of a bit weaker, so Ben Simmons on the over assist and Booker on the under 2.5 3 points made. But if you really need some picks, throw these in. You can see they're a bit lower of a hit rate compared to these ones at the top. Now for the push lines, there's some very good ones here. Kuminga on the under 6 rebounds and Kuzma on the under 8 rebounds. These guys should probably be set at 5.5 and 7.5 respectively, but they're actually set at 6 and 8, so you might as well grab those on the under 8 rebounds if you need a nice push line. Then the last two are a bit weaker, but there's Jalen Williams on the under 5 assists, as well as Trey Jones on the under 7 assists. So guys, that is the video for today. A bit different, but this is a full 6-man slip I'm giving you, and then 10 potential picks that you guys could go throw in your entry. Good luck, everyone.